how do you get a good computer that's pretty usable but not crazy expensive? So I'm a big proponent of MacBooks. I love them. I really do think that they last for years, and I don't mind buying a couple-year-old MacBook if they're the right deal. Now, the funny thing about MacBooks is that while they are expensive, they retain their value like crazy. So I've been looking at trying to figure out what a good $700 to $800 option would be. And honestly, the only real good option that I could find was a 2018 MacBook Pro used. So I looked up a bunch of values on eBay and SwapOn. They all seem to be around $700 to $800, and that's used. No guarantee, no assurances. You get what you get. So it's really a risk. So while I was digging around, I actually found that Amazon was selling a Amazon Renewed MacBook Pro that was actually cheaper, kind of on the cheaper side compared to some of the used comparables too. So I was very excited to check it out. So I actually haven't even opened this box. I do not know what's inside, and I didn't open it on purpose because I wanted to show you the whole experience of what it's like when you buy something from Amazon Renewed. So right off the bat, I am not impressed. I am very, very suspicious because this box is beat the fuck up. Like, it is completely trashed. You guys can see the corner is just completely dead, and the computer is bouncing around in there, so there's not enough insulation for sure. It is just in pathetic condition. I am not excited about this, and I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if this computer is a little bit damaged inside because of shipping. But the positive thing is, because I bought it from Amazon, I do have recourse. In fact, I have excellent recourse because Amazon lets me return this or get a replacement up to 90 days after purchase. So that's insanely generous. That's even better than their actual normal return policy of 30 days. So that's one of the big things that I really think that Amazon Renewed gives you, right? So otherwise, I'm very kind of suspicious about buying renewed or refurbished items that I can't see personally once before I buy, because who knows what I'm going to get. But the fact that you get 90 days to use it and try it out. So even if you don't find something in the first day or two, if there is a fatal flaw or if there is some kind of hidden issue in this computer, you will find it within 90 days. So that's something I really think that is excellent. So it also shows that Amazon is standing behind the products they're selling. So opening it up, if I do cut away for a second, it might be because there's something with my address or something on it, but I don't think there is. So opening it up, you get a very obviously not original Apple charging cable. That's interesting. Now, the thing is, they do say you get a charger with it, but they never specify that it's going to be the original one. And quite honestly, I don't expect it either. A lot of people don't. Now, if you do buy used, there is a chance that you could get a computer with a actual original charger, perhaps even the original box. But when you buy refurbished, when you buy Amazon Renewed, you kind of give all that up. So initial glance, so there was a little bit of bubble wrap, and it is plastic wrapped here. So it's not just random completely. And from my initial looks of it, it doesn't look damaged. So let me go ahead and just inspect this thoroughly. It is a little bit, smudgy here and there, but there are no dents, no major dents. There is a little bit of scuffing on the bottom plate, which is kind of normal, just, daily use of back and forth on tables. Okay, I was mistaken. There is a massive gouge right here at the bottom. But again, nothing that is going to cause or hamper functionality. Let me see if the camera is going to be able to pick it up. It was very clearly what happened was somebody just dropped this thing right on its edge. It's crazy. I've actually never seen a MacBook deform like this. All the material is still there. It's just been deformed a very weird way. But other than that, it seems to be in pretty decent condition. There's a little bit of a nick right here on this right edge. So let's open it up and see what the condition of it is like on the inside. Again, as I said, if you get this, so obviously when you buy Amazon Renewed, you don't get pictures of each and every computer you're going to get. You just order it and you get whatever's in stock. But as I said, it is a little bit of a gamble, but not really, because if you get something that is too damaged or you don't like, you can just ask for a replacement and they'll send you another one of a similar unit. So as I open this up, it is incredibly dusty. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up so you guys can see the trackpad. Everything's dusty. It does immediately boot up. It's already been turned on, so it was just kind of sitting there and waiting there. It does seem to be running the latest version of Mac OS. So let me go ahead and go back, and it seems to be. So the screen is super dusty as well. You guys can see in the light. It just needs a good clean is what it seems like. It really isn't anything permanent. So that's a good thing. Yeah, it's all just temporary. One thing I am noticing though is that the keyboard, the S and the E key are quite faded away. So that is again another reason why I might consider getting this replaced. But otherwise, functionality wise, it doesn't seem to be problematic at all. Let me go ahead and continue. Not now. So give me a couple minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this computer up and test out all the basic functionalities and let you guys know if I'm finding anything wrong. And beyond that, I'm going to start my test of this machine for a couple of days or weeks to figure out if this is actually a good product and if you should buy laptops from Amazon Renewed, because I've bought phones from them and I've been happy about it. But let's see if laptops are also a good idea. All right, guys, so I spent the last couple of weeks with the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and I have to say, the buying from Amazon Renew really did make this a little bit easier. So whenever I buy something used, I get super paranoid about it. Even the smallest thing wrong makes me a little bit stressed out because I'm like, oh no, what if I got scammed? What if this is wrong? What if that's wrong? You know, fixing it is going to cost that much. But with the Amazon Renewed, one thing I did notice is this does have two issues. So one that is hardware issue and the other is cosmetic that I didn't like. So let's talk about the hardware issue. And the hardware issue is that unfortunately the spacebar on this does double click. So this is actually a known failure point of these MacBooks. The keyboard just has this really terrible, the butterfly keys are terrible and they're known to stick and just cause issues. So this is one of those that sticks, and unfortunately what has happened is that that spacebar is just stuck. So Apple actually does have programs that do cover it, but given that this is from Amazon Renewed and not used, I don't have to worry about it being out of warranty or anything. I can just send it back and I'm good to go. So this is going back because of that spacebar issue. But other than that, I did use this keyboard, this computer, and I actually was very happy with it. You know, I didn't feel as stressed out as I was buying something used. The one thing I did notice is that, you know, you will have to buy a separate charger. So pricing it out, a separate charger, you know, you don't need an official Apple one because now USB PD is such a standard, thankfully, that you can buy non-Apple chargers and just a nice long USB-C cord. And for about $50 to $60, you're way better off than you would be buying Apple's very expensive charger. And you can get a longer, more high-quality cable too. So if you want to check out a MacBook cable that is higher quality for charging your MacBook Pros, the 13 inches especially, I'll have that link down in the description below. And of course this laptop too, if you want to check out the Amazon listing for it. But the one thing I do have to say is that the pricing on these listings keep changing. So, you know, I bought mine for somewhere around $700. The day after, I did see it for like somewhere around $600s, the $650-ish range. So the prices do go up and down. And I would say that just keep watching the Amazon Renewed prices. But I would absolutely 100% feel comfortable buying another Amazon Renewed product, because not only do you have that peace of mind that you can return it, they also give you 90 days. So 90 days is something where you can, if there is any fault to be found in a computer, if you actually use it for 90 days, you will find it. And since it is covered, that just makes life so much easier. So in fact, this is the end of September. So September 30th is the date right now. And this still gets returned, like it can be returned all the way up to November 30th. So there's a long gap where I could use this and send it back to Amazon, no questions asked, and it will be problem free. So I think that if you are looking at buying a used laptop, Amazon Renewed should definitely be something you look at, because just my own experiences with it. This is my second Amazon Renewed device. I actually bought a Galaxy S20 a couple years ago too, which turned out to be a really good deal too, and I was happy with. So I definitely do say that if you're in the market for a used laptop, check out Amazon Renewed. They don't have just MacBooks, they have all kinds of laptops and phones as well. And I think, of course, I keep ranting about it, but it does make life so much easier. That's going to be it for this one, guys. You let me know if you have any questions about buying Amazon Renewed or about this MacBook in general, or about my experiences. I would be glad to answer them down in the comments below. And if you want to check this out or any other things that I talked about in this video, I'll have them linked in the description as well. Whenever you use those links, it really does help me, guys, so I do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on social media. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen, and of course linked down in the description below. So go ahead, subscribe for more Apple content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next one.